All right, we are live and in color. Why do we need love, respect, and trust to transform? Now, this is not the way you think it is. When we have love of self, when we love ourself, we can move mountains. Yet, to get to those mountains, to move them, we have to also respect ourselves and trust that we can get to that mountain in the first place. Now, what does that mean? It means that when we are going to transform, we have to trust in ourselves that we're going to do what we said we were going to do. Just like we build trust with someone else. Building that trust also takes time when you're not used to trusting yourself. I know that I've had many cases where I said I was going to do something and didn't. And in the end, it came down to not loving myself enough to actually hold myself accountable because I didn't feel worthy. When I don't feel worthy of something, I have a very hard time trusting it. And then what happens? We lose our self-respect with ourselves. So it then becomes very hard to love ourselves. So when we have the awareness that one or all of these pieces are not connecting like the cogs in a wheel and moving us forward where we want to go and are just stuck, that's when we have to stop and use the 7 steps to unleashing the warrior spirit within. That is when we have to use the awareness of the language we're using, the awareness of where our habits or our routines or the rhythms of our day are falling apart. We have to figure out how that is. Then we have to think, wow, what belief might be behind part of this? Then once we've figured out the belief, then we can go, okay, what story am I telling myself today? And then we can go, okay, is my why not big enough? And then once we've kind of figured all that, we can go to our ROA or roundtable of advisors and actually get to the root of everything that we just became aware of and go, what emotion might be behind this? What experience have we had in the past that is causing us to have all of these beliefs or ideas or thoughts and emotions behind all of what we might be facing right now that is very similar? Once we then have checked in with our ROA, then we can move on to our rituals that we can put into place to help shore that up. And once we have gotten through those 6 steps, we can move into our acceptance. So that is part of the reason why we need that love. Now, I just gave you a very brief overview of those 7 steps. I will be coming out soon with a nice PDF that explains these a little bit more in depth and has some beautiful exercises for you to do to help you along those steps. So be looking forward to that soon. Though right now, if you want to know more without waiting for that, get on my calendar. If you're on Facebook, go to my page, Iridescent Solutions, my business page. Go there, up at the top. Book an appointment with me now. If you're on Instagram, go to my bio and hit the link tree and get in there. And you can also get in on the Facebook group that I have for free, where you can learn some more about this stuff, because I tell way more personal stuff in there and in-depth topics when people ask for it. Also, if you're over here on YouTube, you can find my channel or go to Facebook at iridesentsolutions.com and do that. Come talk to me. Let's get you started on unleashing your warrior spirit today. Not tomorrow, not later today. How about now? Let's do it now while you're thinking about it and not before you forget. So whether you're catching this live or you're catching it on the replay, get with me today, because I'm filling up. My schedule is starting to fill up, and so my spots are becoming more limited. Now, love yourself enough to realize that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall off the wagon. However the cliche you want to say, you can get back up, because that is the beauty of failing. It's the strength that we have to stand back up because we've respected ourselves enough to get back up, and we've trusted enough in ourselves that when we do get up, we can move forward. Even if it's in a very, very, very tiny quantum shift or a bigger step. I don't care if you got to tiptoe over that line of daily growth. Those three things, when we have those, when we have the love of self to say, I'm ready to change, I'm ready to transform, to respect ourselves enough to trust in that love, then life gets easier and we become the warrior we need to be. All right. I'll see you guys later this week. Bye.